Hello everyone, welcome back to the Dragon Fallout channel. I am Phoebe, and today we're going to be touring Sketchbook number 3. So this is from the 5th of April 2020 to the 9th of August 2020. You may notice there's a slight overlap with Sketchbook number 2 with this. At the time I was concrete on not sticking to one sketchbook. As you can see with this one, I tore a lot of the pages out as I did with Sketchbook number 1, but it doesn't matter, I filled the sketchbook and that gratified me at the time. So yeah, without further ado, let's have a look. Apparently there's a lot of Smaugust and fandom stuff in here, so we shall see. Start with a sketch of Leafeon. I believe I turned this into designs at one point and then just didn't, like I took them down. Because I was doing like Leafeon but with different flowers, like there was a dandelion one that I loved and stuff. But yeah, I love this little sketch of Leafeon, it's very cute. So this was Harry Potter, obviously. And yeah, looks like it was done for Harry Potter's birthday. Like I mentioned in my last one, I'm aware now that J.K. Rowling is transphobic and heavily disagree with her morals, but I came into Harry Potter very late, and yeah, I love this sketch of him. I like how I did his hair. So this was for one of my sketches. So for Smaugust 2020, I didn't follow anybody's set prompt lists. I just made it a goal to post a dragon drawing every single day. This one is one that I really want to recreate with my current skill set. I love the concept of it. I feel like I could have made a bit more effort, but I love the idea of this book suddenly glowing and the characters in it coming to life. Like there's two dragons trying to fight against each other, and they're both sort of, fighting from outside of the book, and somebody's trying to, maybe this person was writing this story and the characters are coming to life in their head. Yeah, I really want to do another version of this, as you can probably tell from my enthusiasm. So this was... I have a vague recollection of there being a prompt for this one, and it was stone heart. So it was the idea of an anatomically correct heart, which... These are some of the best anatomically correct hearts I've ever drawn, even to date. It was the idea of an anatomical heart being made of stone and ice. So you can see the veins are actually made of ice instead of, obviously, blood vessels. And yeah, I love how it turned out. It's quite simple, but it's really effective. And even like the simple drawings I did as practice for the anatomy of the heart, they're absolutely brilliant. Definitely one of my favourite things I've ever drawn in that thing. This was a creature that I tried to create that was something of like a goat crossed with a lynx, crossed with a rhino maybe. Obviously with like a crow. I like the feather texture. Yeah. It exists. And me at the time, on the 5th of August 2020, obviously had a plan for this and an idea of what it was and what it should be. So I respect my past self for that decision. And yeah, like I say, I really like the feather texture there. Another Smaugust one, so this was just a simple dragon eye that I did. Yeah, speaks for itself really, that one. So, I believe this was another Smaugust one, so this was from the 6th of August. It's just a simple dragon sketch. I think this was another Smaugust one, but it also links into the fandom stuff, for this is Toothless surrounded by his lightning. So, if you haven't seen The Hidden World, spoilers alert, but he sort of starts to wield his lightning abilities in that film, and he can use it to make himself turn invisible. And yeah, as you can see, I was still doing the circular, scaly things in this as well. Ooh, so this was another Smaugust. So it's the idea of a tap being like a waterfall type situation, and a dragon flying around the water. I really like the idea, and I did a better version of it here, you can see. And I wanted it to look like the water was sort of like the dragon was showing through the water coming from the tap, and there's water dripping off the dragon. And yeah, I really like how it turned out. It's kind of simple, but I like it. This was a Draw This In Your Style, I believe, by Lois VB, who's popular on many social media platforms. And it was for, was it DeviantArt's 20th anniversary? Which coincided with my birthday, coincidentally, but yeah. I didn't have the pencils at the time, to get the skin to go as dark as I wanted it to and as it was in the original reference, but I still really like how it turned out. It was definitely one of the best people I'd drawn at this point. Oh, this. So this is the first iteration I have of my child. This is my child. This is Fusutami Tsuyoki. So she's the main character in a story that I'm sort of writing / drawing. And she's so, I love her so much. This is another version of her, more accurate to her, I think, this one. But her appearance has altered a lot since these sketches, but this was the sort of original sort of landing point for the concept of Fusutami Tsuyoki. So she's a white fire power user, and she's got a scar across her eye. In her current form, she has short hair and a long fringe to cover her eye. But yeah, this was where it all started. This was where everything started for her, and it's nice to see that. Actually, I need to draw her more. Another version of her there. Very simple, that one. And the last page, we have another dragon. So this was more of a Eastern dragon, as you can see. So the idea of a long serpentine dragon that's got sort of fur and fluff and everything. It turned out okay, but I prefer the Western dragons that I normally draw. So yeah, that was quite short, but that's all in sketchbook number 3. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and subscribe. I'd love it if you could check out my Instagram and DeviantArt where I'm more active, and if you could check out my Redbubble shop, which is dragonthorn-art on redbubble.com. I'd really appreciate it. I've put up some new designs recently, and I hope you really like them. They're available on stickers, on shirts, anything you can think of really that's on there. So yeah, I'd love it if you could check it out. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye!